Make some new memories today at Soldier Field in Chicago. Straight ahead, it's Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a great one in store. As it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Chicago Bears. It's that most wonderful time of the year, the NFL playoffs, as we're underway on EA Sports. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on first down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Herbert. Short throw to Smith. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And now it's 3rd and 4.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain.
Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. And certainly, look, you're on the road in the playoffs. That is a suboptimal start, opening drive INT.
And, partner, sometimes I wonder, do these teams talk about it to such an extent that maybe you almost talk yourself into the turnover when you're trying to avoid it?
Yeah, maybe they get a little too worried about keeping the football, and then you give it to the other team right off the bat. And, look, we said it, on the road, this is just a terrible, terrible start for them.
It is, and now they've got to rely on their defense. Good running right there, and this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
Mooney, the motion man right. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. And Mooney going to have a Bears first down as he'll be brought down just outside the red zone. Mark him at the 21.
And that's something you have to get ready for defensively because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move them back in the backfield and make them running backs. Partner, this was much more of a tap pass, but effective nonetheless.
And I think both guys love it. If you're a quarterback, it's an easy completion. If you're a wide receiver, you get the easy reception and also a chance to try to make a play with your feet. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. Oh, fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
And this is what you want to do in the first half of a playoff game. Get the running game established. He was a big part of their run to a division title, so they're going to rely on him to carry a heavy load here in the playoffs. He rips off a nice run there.
And after the good game last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. We were just talking about him pregame. 3 tackles for a loss. Last week you thought he looked so explosive on film. Starting off good there. Another one in the first quarter.
He's every bit of what you described. And I don't want to make it too simplistic, but right now for him, it's see ball, get ball. And that's what he's doing really, really well, and he's doing it in the offense's backfield.
Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, Fields. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Breece Hall from 6 yards away. And the Bears will strike first here in this wild card matchup. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards there. First down, Vikings.
Well, when you're a road team in the playoffs, when you're a wild card, what's the one thing you need to be able to do to stay in football games? Run the football. And that's an excellent job right there of identifying where to go and picking up good yardage.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1. They work now on 2nd and 9. Now it's Herbert. That'll be caught by Tony. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Herbert going to change the play here. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll bring up 2nd down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Right back to him on first down. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. And he's got the hook up to Moore. That'll give him 8 that time, and it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go. Here's Herbert. He's going to have the first down and more than that. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3.
And coming into this ball game, this was an offense that wasn't just talking about the notion of ball control. They were preaching it. They wanted to win the time of possession battle, and they've done so here. This drive's taken up quite a bit in the first quarter. Now they are set up 1st and goal.
Now hang on here because DeAndre Swift's injured on that last play and in need of a little assistance. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Vikings are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one. Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Here's 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
Here is 3rd down and 4. Mooney, the motion man right. He's going to handle it on the touch pass. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive continues.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down. A nice, consistent gain.
These two teams all tied after one. Back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 61 yards rushing for him in this first half, as he has certainly carried over his regular season success into the playoffs. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now Fields going to move him around. Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Here we go.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Mooney, the motion man right. Fields tapping it forward. Jet sweep.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
From the 31, here's 2nd and 9. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Here we go.
2nd and 9. Now they'll change things around before the snap. Quick throw out wide, and Pierce has got it. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9.
11, 11, 11. Hey, Monday. Chimps win. Tonight.
Fields now to throw. There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
They'll give to Hall. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense. I think in the future, if you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
Here we go.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Tonight.
They'll go again with Hall. Evades him at the 10. And the Bears are going to have it 1st and goal as they'll take this down to about the 3.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very next run.
Here we go.
Here's Fields. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hall. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. 3 yards is the gain that time, 2nd and goal.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Here we go, son. Out. Tonight.
They'll look to run with Hall. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Breece Hall with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bears have taken the lead. The extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. And he'll get to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
2nd and 10. Here's Herbert once more. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bears sack. And Oliver, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5.
A truly all-around great effort against the pass today. First an interception, now getting to the quarterback for the first time in this contest. I think offensively, they just forgot to prepare for him or simply overlooked him in getting ready for this one. Either way, a big mistake, and he's making them pay for it.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 42. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Finding his target, it's Trey McBride. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
From the 4, this is 2nd down and 1. Herbert changing things up. Now receiver in motion left. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Vikings are an extra point away from evening this one up. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he's going to be taken down inside the 10 at about the 8-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. Straight ahead is Hall. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Breece Hall. He's to the 10. Touchdown, Chicago. Breece Hall saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Bears are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game and no signs of slowing down.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive. And they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least 1 practice each week before a game. A minute left. More than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Herbert. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. First down now, but that clock rolling. Herbert now. Pass to the right, and he's got McBride. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 12 more yards there and another first down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Herbert operating from the red zone. Goes right back to McBride. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Back to throw here, Herbert. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Herbert in the final seconds of the first half. And the Vikings have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far and fun to watch. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
Here we go, son.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just one snap of the football. From the left side, it's complete. Pushing his way through. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. Now, this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And CD, we are in for a very intriguing second half. This is what we wanted, all tied. This is what postseason football is all about. Now he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the return will stop right around the 25. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
So the completion gets him just a yard, and it's second down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the third quarter. Justin Herbert looking to throw on second down. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for second down. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great play there with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings take advantage of the short field and finish it off with a quick touchdown. Extra point attempt to follow here. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Here comes the return from the very back of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Give to Hall running right. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. They'll run with Hall. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Now, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll go for it. It's Hall. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. And they'll come up 2nd and 7. A shotgun snap for Herbert. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
He certainly did his best to find something on that run, but there just wasn't enough time to make it happen. Nice effort there, avoiding the sack and getting back to the line of scrimmage. That one certainly could have ended up worse.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Throw left side complete. That's Moore. Touchdown, Vikings. DJ Moore. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
we go.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on fourth down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Here's 2nd and 4 from the 24. Pierce in motion left.
Go straight. 11. Get high.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. On first down, Fields. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A gain of 32 that time. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go band of brothers thought process. No one left behind. No pointing fingers, no accusations. Because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting.
Shreds the tackle, and he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 8 on the keeper there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Well, that's what he can do, when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. On third down, here's Hall. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Breece Hall, a 5-yard touchdown run.
And the Bears have got it back to within a score.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
56 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Herbert off of play action, rolling to his right.
That one complete down the field to Smith.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Here's Swift. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. 1 quarter remains in this NFC wild card matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Herbert. And it's caught.
Now they'll stop play here, at least momentarily. A member of the Vikings in some discomfort after that last play. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. This is a big play in this wild card matchup, facing 3rd and goal.
He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Touchdown! A 1-yard touchdown reception.
And the Vikings have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter.
No problem there on the extra point. And the lead now up to 14.
42. Bears 28.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone, as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Play action. It's Fields.
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 13-yard line.
A play fake. Now Fields to throw.
He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards. A 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd.
Hey, going out right here. Hey, Ken.
From his own end zone, Fields. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Byron Murphy. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
So a 4th quarter pick 6 here, and that one might put this game out of reach, CD.
I certainly agree with that, partner, and I know one thing, though. That team that just got the pick 6, they're going to keep playing until this one's over. Better be careful. They're looking to get another one.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
And here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Fields going to change things up here.
Back to throw now on 1st down.
Lets one go downfield for Pierce. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. Now a 2nd and 10.
At the 40-yard line.
Here's Fields.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long.
They'll look to throw here. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert.
A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
2nd and 10.
Hey, Ken. Touch right. Extend. Hey, 551.
Off play action. Fields.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That was an okay hookup there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Throwing again is Fields.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
And the Vikings are going to take over at their own 41.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 41-yard line.
Okay, right?
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead.
And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48.
Brought down by Nick Bolton.
Ready.
Now 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3 at their 48-yard line.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they are powering through, and they're controlling this game.
Lance now on 1st down.
He finds his man, complete. It's Bennett.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
1st down, Vikings.
Throwing on 1st down is Lance.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile.
97.
From the gun, it's Lance.
And complete on the right side to Bennett. That'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to be 3rd down and forever. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Now Lance going to throw.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And that will extend their lead even further.
So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles.
He's got him in, complete. A huge play there for Chicago. 55 yards. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
To throw is Fields. Open man is Kmet, the tight end.
And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. The Bears on the move. They've got another first down.
First down and 10 yards to go.
Hey, Monday. Go.
Now it's Fields.
His pass caught at the 4. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second and 10.
On the draw, it's Hall.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago.
Breece Hall
Taking it in from 2 yards out.
And the Bears are able to cut into that deficit. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
It's complete, and he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the 2-point conversion, and that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
On the ready.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. Now it looks like he'll throw here. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Now a play fake. Lance.
It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Back-to-back sacks have this place in a frenzy as they line up again 3rd and long now.
In his own end zone, it's Lance. A short one here, caught by McBride.
They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away.
Just a 25-yard punt, not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit 000.
Here we go.
Here's 1st and 10. And one last throw here for Fields.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. Well, 1 win down, still 3 to go to get to the most hallowed ground in sports, but a good start.
A terrific start because they get to move on. Unfortunately for the team that lost, it's a long